For decades, Carly Simon has been celebrated as one of America's most evocative musical voices, her work capturing the highs and lows of love, heartbreak, and human experience with a level of honesty and emotional clarity that few artists have matched. Songs like You're So Vain, Anticipation, and Nobody Does It Better didn't just climb the charts, they resonated across generations, giving listeners a sense of intimacy with Simon herself, a window into her thoughts, feelings, and personal experiences. Yet even as her career soared, Simon has lived a life under the microscope, with every word, action, and relationship examined, dissected, and sometimes misinterpreted by both fans and media. In recent times, she has found herself at the center of public discussion for all the wrong reasons, a phrase that masks the deeper story of how fame, age, and public expectation can collide to create misunderstandings that ripple far beyond an artist's intention. The controversy, while specific in its details, is emblematic of the broader pressures faced by long-standing cultural figures, the constant need to maintain relevance, the challenge of navigating changing societal norms, and the relentless scrutiny that accompanies every decision or statement. Simon's situation is compounded by the fact that she has always been celebrated not only for her talent but also for her candidness. She built a career on honesty and emotional transparency, traits that endeared her to fans but also left her vulnerable when public interpretation diverged from her personal truth. Observers note that the public chatter surrounding her recent actions is less about her musical legacy, which remains intact and widely revered, and more about perceived missteps, misunderstandings, or statements that have been taken out of context, highlighting how quickly perception can diverge from reality when fame and human complexity intersect. For Simon, this moment is particularly challenging because it requires reconciling her artistic identity, her personal values, and her public persona, a task made more difficult by the speed and intensity of modern media cycles. Yet it also illuminates the resilience required to maintain a career spanning decades, where one must continuously navigate shifting cultural expectations while protecting one's own sense of integrity and purpose. Beyond the immediate headlines, this episode underscores the human side of celebrity, the vulnerabilities, misjudgments, and emotional weight that lie beneath the polished surface of a public figure's life. Simon's long career has involved navigating highs and lows, both professionally and personally, from critical acclaim and commercial success to deeply private struggles with relationships, health, and family, reminding observers that even the most accomplished individuals are subject to the pressures and unpredictability of life. The recent controversy serves as a reflection of these tensions, illustrating the delicate balance between public engagement and personal boundaries, between authenticity and perception, and between legacy and the ephemeral judgments of the present moment. Fans and critics alike are forced to grapple with a paradox: how to honor the enormous cultural contribution of an artist while also processing actions or statements that spark debate or concern, all of which are amplified in an age of instantaneous communication and social media discourse. For Simon, the experience is a reminder that even decades of achievement cannot insulate anyone from the scrutiny and interpretations of a public that holds both affection and expectation. At the same time, her ongoing work, public appearances, and continued contributions to music demonstrate that legacy is not erased by controversy. Rather, it exists alongside the complexities of human behavior, reinforcing the idea that an individual's life and career are always a mixture of triumph, challenge, and imperfection. Ultimately, the story of Carly Simon being talked about for all the wrong reasons is not merely a headline, it is a lens into the intricacies of fame, the pressures of public life, and the enduring humanity of someone who has spent decades giving the world her heart through song. Her situation exemplifies the resilience required to navigate not only the creative and professional challenges of a career in music, but also the personal and emotional realities that accompany long-term visibility, showing that even those who seem untouchable are human, fallible, and subject to misunderstanding. It is a deeply human story of vulnerability and perseverance, illustrating that fame can magnify both achievement and scrutiny, and reminding us that behind the headlines lies a lifetime of dedication, talent, and complex humanity that cannot be distilled into a single moment of controversy. Carly Simon's journey, with all its beauty and turbulence, remains a testament to the enduring power of music, the challenge of public life, and the strength it takes to persist in the face of criticism, misunderstanding, and the relentless gaze of an attentive world.